The second thing that leads to a hard heart is what is known as ghafla, and that is heedlessness. And that's basically when we stop caring, right? Where, like I said, we see sins happening around us, we see people reminding us of Allah, and so we may go to like a khutbah, or we may come to a lecture, and we hear somebody reminding us, but it doesn't make a difference, because we're careless, we're heedless, right? Meaning, all the reminders that we get about the realities of life, and the akhirah, and paradise, and hell, and all this kind of stuff, and the sunnah, and the Quran, and this, and this, and this, and we hear it, and it just like bounces off of our chest, right? So leave the lecture, there's no difference in our iman, right? It's the same. This is what is known as ghafla, right? A state of heedlessness where we stop caring, stop thinking about the realities of life. And Allah Azza wa Jal called the people like this, and Allah said these are the people who will be in the hellfire. Allah Azza wa Jal said, لَهُمْ قُلُوبٌ لَا يَفْقَهُونَ بِهَا. And these are the people, that Allah is describing the people of the hellfire. لَهُمْ قُلُوبٌ لَا يَفْقَهُونَ بِهَا. They have hearts that they don't use to understand. لَهُمْ أَعْيُنْ لَا يُبْصِرُونَ بِهَا. They have eyes by which they do not see. Right? لَهُمْ أَذَانٌ لَا يَسْمَعُونَ بِهَا. They have ears, but they don't use these ears to hear. Right? And then Allah Azza wa Jalla says, أُولَٰئِكَ كَالْأَنْعَامِ. That these people are like cattle. Right? Like animals. Right? Why did Allah describe these people as like animals? Why? Does anyone know? What is the state? What do we have? If we're in that type of state where we're seeing all these things around us, like I said, we see the signs of Allah, we realize that death is certain, we see all that stuff, but still we're heedless. What does that have to do with being like cattle? Does anyone know? Yeah.
We lack intelligence. All you care about is the basic necessities: eating, sleeping, and
Exactly. So like an animal, right, where your only concerns in life are your base desires, right? Eating, sleeping, drinking, having sex, etc., etc. That's it. That's your only goal in life. That's all you're concerned about. This is what Allah Azza wa Jalla said, that these people are like an'am. They're like cattle. And then Allah Azza wa Jalla says, بَلْ هُمْ أَضَلْ. So once we have a picture, once we can picture cattle, and we say, okay, that is, I don't want to be in that state. Allah says that the people who are like this, بَلْ هُمْ أَضَلْ, that they are more misguided. They are further astray than cattle. So when we are in that type of state, when we stop paying attention to the world around us, we start paying attention to the cries of our soul, the cries of our spirituality. When we become heedless, Allah says we become more misguided than the cattle. Right? And then Allah Azza wa says, أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْغَافِلُونَ. That is those people who are the ghafilun, the people who are heedless. And this is a beautiful ayah, because here Allah gives us such a vivid picture of the type of life that we're living, and then Allah Azza wa says, بَلْ هُمْ أَضَلُّ. That rather they are more misguided than even cattle.